Hi, in this video we're going to walk you through step 2 of your 5 setup steps. You need to complete all 5 steps in order to turn your shopping cart on and start selling gift certificates. And you'll see each step as it's completed will have a green check mark. So we are on step 2, configure your shopping cart settings. So I'm going to click that, and I'm going to walk you through all these settings and give you, show you examples of what they mean and how they work. So the very first option here is choosing the type of gift that you want to offer your customers, whether it's an instant gift certificate, which is the core of our system. When a customer chooses an instant gift certificate, they can send that via email, via text message, or they can print it out. So there's nothing you need to do. You'll get a notice that you got an order, and it'll save that order in your account under view orders. There's a separate video that talks about that. But this is the most popular. Over 90% of customers choose instant gift certificates when given the choice between an instant or a physical that gets shipped out. So consider that when selecting this option. The second here is ship your physical gift cards and gift certificates, and you'll see a warning pops up here. So when you choose this option, that means you should have a physical plastic gift card system or printed certificate system already in place with your business. You need to provide these. Our system will only take the payment, and you'll get a notice that you need to ship it out. We do not fulfill these, and these certificates are not managed in our system. With Instant, the values are managed in our system. It's a full back end for your gift certificates. We manage redemption and remaining balances. With physical, you have to already have a system in place, like a plastic gift card system, and you actually have to ship it out. So if you don't have a physical system in place for your gift certificates, do not select this option. Only select Instant. But for this example, I'm going to say offer both, and if you offer both, I'll just hop over to a demo shopping cart, and this is what your customers would see: the option to select to email, text, or print an instant gift certificate now, or ship a physical gift certificate via mail. And like I said, a little over 90% choose instant, and that's growing. So that is that option. The next setting here is enable gift certificate package and service. So let me hop over to the demo cart here. I'm going to choose instant, and just by default, the gift certificate system has a gift amount that the customer can choose, $25, $30 and on, which is standard. But you can also enable this button by choosing that option back here, enable gift certificate package and service. This will give the customers another option to click here, and you can load in all your packages and services. And typically these are your standard packages or services that you offer every day. You can put in specials like we have here, this example Mother's Day package, but typically not a discounted special. These are things that you offer all the time. We have a separate feature for discounted packages or discounted offers that's called special deals. You want to check out the how-to video on that. But these are your day-to-day services that you already offer on your pricing menu, and customers can buy these or go back and choose a dollar amount. So that is that setting. So we have that clicked over to yes. This hide package service dollar amount on gift certificates. So if you're selling a package or service, do you want to hide the dollar amount from displaying on the gift certificate? And this is totally up to you. We have it set to no, to not hide the dollar amount, and I'll show you what that looks like. So if I jump over to this printed gift certificate here, you'll see that this was for a sun peel for $90, and the gratuity is included and the total gift value. But let's say I chose to hide that dollar amount, then the gift certificate would look like this: good for sun peel, includes gratuity. So the person who gets this gift has no idea what the value is, but they know it's good for this service. So again, that's totally up to you. Depends on your business, and you can choose to hide or not hide that. This option, hide dollar amount drop down on shopping carts. So if you want to, if I go back to the shopping cart here, if you want to remove the dollar amount drop down and only offer packages and services, you could do that, and you would choose this setting to hide the dollar amount drop down, but make sure you've enabled the packages and you've loaded in your packages. Over here at Add, Edit Services, there's a separate video for that as well. I don't recommend turning off the dollar amount. We even note here 60% of consumers prefer purchasing gift certificates by dollar amount. That's pretty much the standard. But if you do have services, it is nice to add those. And set the dollar amount drop down increments. Again, depending on your business, it's up to you. But whether you want these increments, if I go back to the dollar amount, right now I have it set in this demo to $25 increments, so 25, 30, 35, but you can change that to 50. By default, it starts at 25, so, or you can change it to $25 increments, I'm sorry, or $5. By default, it's 25. Add gratuity. So if you select yes here, you'll see the options, and you can check the ones you want, or check all of them. And if I hop over to the demo card here, you'll see that you'll have this option of gratuity that can be added. Set your time zone. So the various time zones that we support, you select that. That ensures that if you are running a discount or some kind of special that's based on time, it always ends, our system always ends at, those discounts always end at midnight on our systems, so knowing your time zone is important. Sales tax. So sales tax, again, optional. It depends on your state. Check with your, whatever your rules are for where you live and where your business is located. By default, sales tax is not added to gift certificates. It's never added in our system. If you choose a dollar amount gift certificate, you don't add sales tax. But if you do have to enable sales tax for, let's say, a package or service, you can do that. So you see here, it's sales tax was added. You would put in your tax rate, and you put it in as a decimal. So if it's 7.5%, you would put in 0.075. And then you would want to select to enable sales tax on your packages and services. This also applies to, or this tax rate applies to special deals. Again, check that video out on special deals, which is totally separate from gift certificates, and you would have the option to enable sales tax on just specific deals if that's something that you need. So I mentioned when you do get an order, you'll get a notification. This is where you set that up. So you would get it sent to an email address. So I'm just going to put in TheGiftCardCafe.com. You would put your email address in, obviously, wherever you want to get notices. So every time you get an order, you're going to get an email copying you on that. If it's an instant gift certificate, you'll get a copy of that certificate. If it's a physical gift order, you'll get an email that's a plain text email that tells you the shipping address and what was ordered. You can also choose to have text message alerts. So, if the email is required, but if you want to also get text message alerts, you can do that by putting in your mobile phone number here. Physical gift settings, again, only if you enable this option, you would have these settings, and it's just the labeling of whether you're selling a gift card or a certificate, and that changes the labels that show up on the shopping cart. Whether you want to include a gift message or not, so you can disable this. So again, because you're fulfilling this, if you enable the gift message for a physical gift and somebody types in a nice message, you're going to need to write that out on a card or something to include with that gift. So keep that in mind when enabling this feature. And then you do have the option to add in a shipping and handling charge with these various settings here, or you can make it free. Your terms and expiration policies, so this is important. This shows up on your shopping cart and on each certificate. So if I jump over to one of these certificates here, you'll see the certificate terms. You want to put something like gift certificate expires 2 years from issue date, non-refundable. These are kind of standard. You want to check with your local laws, your state, wherever you're selling, to see if they have any rules that you have to abide by. But you can also put things like your address. If you have multiple locations, you can put multiple locations. You can put a link to your website or other things. We do always include your website down here, but if you have a scheduling system or something like that, you can include that as well. If it's one of the scheduling systems that's not integrated with our system, we'll see that in a minute. But there is no expiration date. So every certificate has an issue date. So in your terms, you have to say something like expires 2 years from issue date, or whatever works for your business. So I'm just going to throw that in there. And then again, I'll put we are located at 123 Test Drive West. And whatever other instructions you need that make sense for your business. And then the optional add-on settings here, if you do happen to use Schedulicity or Click4Time, one of our scheduling partners, you could enable that. And what that does is, if I hop over to one of the email certificates here, if you enable either one of those, we'll have within your email certificate, not the printed ones, but on the email certificate, you're going to have a Schedule Here button, so that when the recipient gets this email certificate, they'll see the option that you do have online scheduling. It'll be integrated with your certificate there. So that's a nice little add-on feature, and there's instructions how to get the URLs from those, the account IDs from your URLs from your scheduling system. And again, like I mentioned, if you do have a scheduling system that's not listed here, we do recommend these, and we do have some nice trial offers. You can add a link, something like schedule here in your terms, and then click this little icon and put in the web address of your scheduling system. It'll create a link that people can actually click. So that is about it. You hit save. You'll get the option to preview all your settings. You can go back and edit them if you need to, but if it all looks good, you want to hit continue setup steps, and this will take you back to your account homepage, and it'll show you the check mark, and then you can move on to the next video. If you have any questions, give us a call or shoot us an email.